Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Buenas noches, profesor. Buenas noches, estudiantes. Siendo las 7 en punto, damos inicio a nuestra sesión número 4 de traducción, perdón, de composición 2 con el profesor Santos Monrroy. Profesor, paso a compartir los parámetros de la sesión.
Vale, está bien.
Estudiantes, estos son los parámetros de las sesiones por videoconferencia. Las sesiones se graban, o sea que podemos verlas nuevamente en nuestra plataforma virtual. Les solicitamos que por favor silencien sus micrófonos y puedan activarlos cuando quieran hacer consultas o aportes con el permiso del docente. Le pedimos que mantengan su cámara activa. De no poder hacerlo, enviar sus excusas por el chat de Zoom, o de lo contrario serán retirados de la sesión y les serán restados puntos de la heterovaloración del docente. Mi rol como moderador es facilitar y apoyar en la parte técnica. Las consultas las hacemos por el chat personal o general. Les exhorto a tener bolígrafo y papel para hacer sus anotaciones y aprovechar al máximo esta sesión. Listo, profesor.
Vale, está bien.
Profesor, voy a mantener la cámara apagada ya que la señal está variando mucho.
Ok, vale, está bien. Okay, let's start the class. Today we're gonna be working on writing essays. Last class we discussed uh, how to make an essay, how to write an essay. Parts of the essay we talk about introduction, body, paragraph, and conclusion. We discussed the use of the thesis statement and how to write paragraphs. I know that in composition one, you cover how a paragraph is formed. So the minimum of sentences that we have in a paragraph is 5. The introductory sentence, the body sentences, and the conclusion sentence. This is the minimum. When we are talking about essays, academic essays, we should have one introduction paragraph, one conclusion paragraph, and 2 body paragraphs. We also discussed that the body paragraph depends on the amount of ideas that we have in the thesis statement. So if we have 2 ideas in the thesis statement, we're going to have 2 body paragraphs. If we have 3 ideas, we are going to have 3 body paragraphs. For today, we're going to see how to write an expository essay in 5 steps. But before that, let's review a little bit what we had last class. It's very important to outline the information. When we outline, we think about, we have an idea. For example, if we are going to talk about the importance of learning English, this is going to be our title for the essay. So we need to get idea about the importance of learning English. So for the outline, we have the title, then we have the first one, which is going to be introduction. In the introduction, we have the thesis statement. Then we have our second paragraph, which is going to be the body paragraph number 1. In the body paragraph number 1, we need to have detailed statistics depending on the type of essay. But we can have information that develop the thesis statement. So the body paragraph number 1 and the body paragraph number 3, it's going to describe the thesis statement. And finally, we have the conclusion paragraph. And this is the outline. We have the title, the introduction, the thesis statement, the body paragraph number 1, the body paragraph number 2, and the conclusion paragraph. Why is important to have an outline? Because the outline tell me how to the information that I need to get. For example, let's see. let's start with having a title. For this one, I will get a general title so we can get idea about how to do the thesis statement and then how to make the body paragraph. So if we have I'm gonna use the last one I had last class. So if I have, for example, my title, it's going to be exploring Mexico. Let's see, exploring Mexico's vibrant culture. Okay, this is going to be my title, Exploring Mexico's Vibrant Culture. In the introduction, let's see, what is the introduction about? Before the thesis statement, the introduction introduce, or this is a very important part because the introduction have to calls readers' attention. So the introduction must be very interesting. So the reader wants to finish the whole written. So the introduction, it can be an experience if you want to start telling something very interesting, amazing about Mexico. So that's why, for example, if I have exploring Mexico's vibrant culture, in the introduction, you can explain something, you can say something very interesting about Mexico. So the introduction, the function of the introduction is calls, it has to call, it has to attract, calls readers, the introduction must calls readers' attention because if the introduction is very interesting, the reader is going to read the entire writing. Okay, what is the thesis statement? For the thesis statement, I need to have a, the thesis statement is like a question. Think about a question. Why exploring Mexico? Why? Okay, I'm going to give an answer. Probably you can say, okay, you can explore Mexico because Mexico has many beautiful cities and places to visit. Mexico because the food is so delicious and so amazing. Mexico because the culture is too fantastic. Then I give you the answer. So the best way to have a thesis statement ideas is by asking question. Ask the question to your title. Exploring Mexico vibrant culture, vibrant culture. Why? So my answer is going to be my thesis statement. So in the answer, I'm going to have probably 1, 2, 3 ideas. So let's see. I'm going to start by giving an example. I can have in my thesis statement, the thesis statement restate the topic, but also give specific information that I am going to develop in the body paragraph. So I could have, for example, exploring, this is going to be my thesis statement. Exploring Mexico's vibrant culture reveals, what reveals? Reveals a fantastic, a wonderful, a rich, I'm gonna have a rich traditions, art. I'm gonna use rich traditions, and I'm gonna talk about just two things. To have two body paragraph, I should have two ideas. So I'm gonna have rich traditions and cuisine. Okay. If you see, this is my thesis statement. I restate the topic. I'm gonna have, let's see. Okay, from here, exploring Mexico vibrant culture reveals, exploring Mexican vibrant culture reveals, this is my restatement of the thesis. Then I could also have this one. So if I have from here, I have two ideas. Let's see. My first idea is going to be traditions, and the second idea it's going to be cuisine. This is my second one, traditions and cuisine. I'm gonna mark it. This is going to be one of my ideas, tradition, and the second one is going to be cuisine. So what I need to do, the body paragraph number 1, it's going to talk about traditions. The first one, it's going to be about traditions. The second one, it's going to be about cuisine. If you see, I have the thesis statement introduce the topic, restate the topic, but also give me the amount of ideas. So, exploring Mexico's vibrant culture reveals a rich tradition and cuisine. Tradition is going to be my idea number 1, and cuisine it's going to be idea number 2. The idea number 1 is going to be my body paragraph. So body paragraph number 1, I am going to talk about Mexico traditions. Body paragraph number 2, I am going to talk about Mexico's cuisine. What is the conclusion? For the conclusion, we can have, we are gonna restate the topic, but also we can give a personal opinion. Let's see. and this is the conclusion. So this is basically an essay. The essay has a title. When we are writing academic essay, is suggested that the title don't use very short titles such as vacations on Dubai, no, or vacations on Mexico. The title must be interesting and have a complete idea. The introduction calls the reader attention. The thesis statement restate the topic, but introduce two ideas. The first idea is going to be my body paragraph number 1. My second idea, it's going to be my body paragraph 2. The conclusion, in the conclusion, restate the topic again. And also you can give a personal opinion. What is your opinion about exploring Mexico? So we are gonna do in the chat, we're gonna take some time, and I want to see in the chat, I want to see a title and a thesis statement. This is going to be our next step. Write a title and a thesis statement. This is going to be the task. Ok, vamos a hacer entonces eso in the chat. We're gonna write a title for our essay and a thesis statement. You can write your answers in the chat. Title and thesis statement. Okay, excellent. Your Elisa, your title about how studying abroad can widen your point of view to life, and also you introduce the two ideas in the thesis statement. Let's see about the Okay, now let's see. In this one, I explain the basics of an essay. Now let's talk about how to write expository essay in 5 steps. The first one, what is the purpose of expository writing? If we talk about persuasion, the purpose is persuade. If we have informative essay, the purpose is inform. But let's see what's the purpose of expository. The purpose is to present a balanced, objective description of a topic. The format of an expository essay allows for the clear and logical explanation of complex information instead of providing a point or providing the writer's personal opinions on the subject. Expository writing is valuable skills in many fields of work, including journalism, business, and science. If you notice here, the format of an expository essay allows for the clear and logical explanation of complex information. So if we see, this is not the expository essay is not about personal opinion. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna say, so the format of an expository essay allows for the clear and logical explanation of complex information. So we don't use expository essay to provide a point of or providing the writer's personal opinion on a subject. I am going to present an information, and I'm going to be a very objective description of the topic. If I talk about, for example, pollution, I'm going to take an example, pollution in Panama Oeste, as an example. I am going to be very objective. I am going to be very honest when I am writing this essay, because I'm not basing the essay on my personal opinion. No, I am going to be very respectful with the information I get when I have to write this information down on the essay so the readers can read exactly the information exactly as I got it. Okay, let's continue. So there are 4 types of expository essay. When tasked with writing an expository essay, you'll most likely be given a writing prompt that makes it clear what type of essay you should write. The main type of expository essay are, let's see. We have cause and effect essay. This essay type requires writer to explain why something occurred and what happened as a result. Compare and contrast essay. For a comparison essay, the writer takes two subjects or ideas and analyze their similarities and differences. Descriptive essay. This essay type is simply a detailed description or explanation of a topic. The topic may be an event, place, person, object, or experience. The writer has considerable creative freedom in this type. Problem and solution essay. In this type of expository essay, the writer must shed light on a specific problem and write a thorough breakdown of valid potential solution. And process essay, or how to essay. This essay type breaks down a step-by-step procedure in order to teach the reader how to do something. I'm going to, in the second number, in the task number 2, this is going to be like a diagnostic. Let's see the task number 2. Okay, we're gonna write a title for each of the 5 type of expository essays. And this is going to be our task number 2. The cause and effects, compare and contrast, descriptive, problem and solution essay, and process essay. One title per each of the 5 type of expository essay. And you can write your answers in the chat. Okay, Ghislaine have exploring renewable energy sources, a guide to sustainable solution, the impact of social medias on mental health, unveiling the digital dilemma. Okay, cause and effect essay, Elisa, how has COVID-19 impacted the worldwide economy? Excellent. Compare and contrast essay, what are the benefits and disadvantages of having a diet? Compare and contrast. Descriptive, what is SEO and explain how does it help in marketing? Yeah, descriptive. Problem and solution, how the car impacted the air pollution and how electric car could a life changer. Problem and solution and process essay, step by step how to cook Alfredo pasta. Very good job, Elisa. Let's continue. Okay, now how to write an expository essay. Write your expository essay in MLA. What is MLA? MLA is the same as APA. When we use APA, we need to follow some standards. Sometimes there are professor or university that uses MLA, others use APA. Depends on the institution. So if you're using MLA format and follow the basic 5-paragraph structure, an MLA paper has standard look for every page, including 1-inch margin, a readable font, a running header including your last name and page number, an author page, in-text citation. At the end of your paper, you will include a word site with a list of all the sources used in the paper. The same happens when we are using APA. When we use APA, it has we need to take into consideration the size of the font, the spaces between lines. For example, in APA, we can use Arial, Tiny Roman, Calibri. This is talking about the size because there is I think that we are going for the 7th, 8th edition for APA standards. So we need to get them, we can get them and follow the standard. So on Google, we can write APA format to write an academic essay or MLA format to write an academic essay based on the ones that the professor or institution suggests, demand, and we can get the standards on the internet. It's so easy, just like write what are you looking for, MLA or APA standards or format for academic essay and follow the instructions. Something that is very important to mention is the citation when we have to citate. Citations, we need to have them in our paragraph because there is something that is called similarities. What is a similarity? When you take, for example, you are assigned to write an essay about advantages and disadvantages of living in the city. Advantages and disadvantages of living in the city. And you start getting the information from the internet. You write this in English, in Google, on Google, and you write advantages and disadvantages of living in a city. And you get everything from your essay from the internet, but you don't cite, you don't mention from where you get that information. You have similarity. What is similarity? Similarity is that your essay, the information exists exactly the same on different websites. So to avoid the percentage of similarity, is important to cite. So you can say, based on the newspaper, according to Dr. I agree with Mr. when he or she said this. And then in your last page from your essay, you will have references from where you get the information on the references list. So this is very important to make to have citations in your essays. Okay, now let's see, what is a pre-writing and outline? To write a well-organized 5-paragraph essay, it's important to take some time to jot down pertinent notes and perform research about your expository essay topic. Once you've had time to brainstorm, create a basic expository essay, outline that details what information you plan to include in each paragraph. Before moving on to your first draft, remind yourself to write in the third person to ensure that you don't accidentally state your own personal opinion. So you can say, it's been said that in Panama, people used to, instead of I said, or I think, I believe, because for expository essay, the idea is not to show your personal opinion. Also, when we are pre-writing, it's important to have a time. For example, you say, I am going to take 5 minutes to write what I know about type of companies. So I have 5 minutes to write everything I know about type of companies, and I start. There are this type of companies, and you are getting you are producing what you already know about that topic. When you finish the pre-writing, you read what you wrote and you say, okay, I'm going to brainstorm down. I need to have more detailed information about this, more specific information about that. And then after finishing your pre-writing, you can outline. Outline is more complex because in the outline, you should have the title for your essay, the thesis statement with at least 2 ideas, and then you will have the conclusion. So we're gonna now working on the thesis statement once again. But now we're gonna have the thesis statement, and from the ideas, we're gonna have complete sentences. The thesis statement with complete sentences. For example, Let's see. If I say living in the city, this is going to be my thesis statement. Living in the city, I'm gonna say present challenges such as eh, I'm gonna take just one. Okay, the thesis, let's see, I have the thesis statement. For the thesis statement, I have living in the city present challenges such as the cost of living, but it also present diverse opportunity. So my body paragraph number one, for my body paragraph number one, with the first idea that is cost of living, I need to have a sentence. So I can have like this one. So I can have the body paragraph number 1, the cost of living in the city has doubled these last years. So this is going to be my body paragraph number 1, the main sentence, the introductory sentence. For the body paragraph number 2, my idea was diverse opportunity. Let's see what can I have for diverse opportunities. And I start. One of the advantages and then I have my two first, the main sentences, the introductory sentences of the paragraph 1 and the introductory sentences of the body paragraph number 2. So the thesis statement is, living in the city presents challenges such as cost of living, but it also presents diverse opportunities. Body paragraph number 1 is based on the idea number 1. The cost of living in the city has doubled this last year. And body paragraph number 2, one of the advantage of living of the city is the exposure to different culture. We can also have the title. The title, it can be living in the city. And then I have my thesis statement, the body paragraph introductory sentence 1, and the body paragraph number 2, the introductory sentence number 2. So we're gonna do this in the chat. Look for the title, the thesis statement, the body paragraph number 1 first sentence based on the idea number 1, and the body paragraph number 2 based on the idea number 2. Y vamos a escribir the answers in the chat. An example like this one, but you can choose your own example. And this is the brainstorming. This is the outline. The living in the outline, in this case, I have the title, the thesis statement, the body paragraph 1 and 2, introductory sentences. We're gonna write the answers in the chat. Okay, finally, how to write an introductory paragraph. Your first paragraph should include a topic sentence that clearly state your thesis or main point of the essay. A good thesis should be simple enough that you can capably support it with three-body paragraph. This is in case of three-body paragraph. Depends on the format, MLA or APA. The thesis statement usually goes at the end of the first paragraph, the introduction paragraph. The strong body grabs. Each paragraph in the body of the essay should focus on its own distinct issue that helps develop and support the thesis statement in your topic sentence. Make sure you're using factual information to support your thesis and are maintaining an objective point of view. And finally, write a concluding paragraph. This paragraph should only contain information you've already presented early in the essay. Use the spaces to restate your thesis, summarize your supporting points from each body paragraph, and wrap up your essay. Revise and proofread. Reread your essay and double check that your thesis is clear and supported with evidence from credible sources. Make sure you present all information in a completely unbiased way. Work to create paragraph transitions. What are transitions? Moreover, in addition, nonetheless, however, for this reason, first, second, third, fourth, that are fluid and logically. And lastly, proofread to fix grammatical errors in spelling, poor word choices. It's something that I suggest is the use of synonyms instead of being repeating the same words. The sample introduction to an expository essay we have. Many teenagers spend a lot of time completing what they want to do when they graduate from high school. I'm fortunate in that I already know. I decided to become a veterinarian when I was 2 or 3 years old. Just like humans, animals need people to treat them with the respect and dignity they deserve. And I want to be one of those people. Because of this, I am doing all I can and rabies to lay the groundwork for my success in college. Then, once I am in college, I will study and learn about all species of animals. Finally, this is the thesis statement. I will find happiness in my career as a veterinarian because when animals need my assistance, I know that I will be able to help them. This is what you have on the platform, the activities that you have. Write a process essay explaining how to make scrambled eggs. Your essay should have a total of 500 words. Remember that your thesis statement is the last sentence of that first paragraph, the introduction. The essay needs to have 3 paragraphs, introduction, body, and conclusion. come up with a creative title that does not include the word egg. And this is what you have for this week on the platform. So I see you next class.
Se los estaremos
Bueno, estamos listos.
Sí, estamos listos por hoy.
Listo. Listo, profesor. Gracias, profesor. Gracias, estudiantes. Si no tenemos más consultas o aportes, podemos dar como finalizada la sesión de la noche de hoy. Tengan todos una excelente noche. Gracias, profesor. Gracias, estudiantes.